Hello, I'm Sister Deanne.
And I'm Abby.
And thank you for accepting the challenge to help with the development of the Schoenstatt girls groups in your area. Perhaps you are a Schoenstatt member who has the desire to share the spirituality with the younger generation. Or maybe you are a mother of girls who attended the Schoenstatt camp or event, or are willing to put the time and effort into helping your daughter and other girls translate their camp experience into daily life through regular small group meetings. Alternatively, you might be a youth minister in a parish but interested in implementing the pedagogy and formation of the Schoenstatt youth to minister to the needs of the girls and young women entrusted to your care. Regardless of your background, know that Our Lady has chosen you to be her instrument in a special way and will likewise bless your efforts with abundant graces.
In that light, we can say that this is not just another task to fulfill. You are probably asking yourself how to be fair to the needs of our girls, also to the message, the meaningful message that Schoenstatt has for our youth, and also to the mission of Schoenstatt's founder that he wanted to fulfill, that God entrusted him to fulfill through the formation of sound personalities. That is the charism that we have taken up and that we continue to try to form as Schoenstatt movement today. Education is that means that Schoenstatt uses to show the faithful a clear path to sanctity. We know that in all the ages, the saints' lives are a valuable book that we can learn from and through which we can also teach the clear path to sanctity for the human being and what sanctity is all about. We have to be creative and find today the most fitting way to convey such a message to the particular group of girls, teenagers, or young adults that you might find yourself ministering with.
When we speak of Schoenstatt's main goal being the Marian formation of the world in Christ from the shrine, it may be difficult to believe that you will actually accomplish this goal when you are spreading the peanut butter on bread or counting cookies for your girls after a full day of talks, games, and crafts. However, as we move into the topics worked out in this booklet, you will see that no task is too small when it comes to forming the characters of our Schoenstatt girls and young women. Your example, your faith, your prayer life, and most of all, your living out of the Schoenstatt covenant of love are the most valuable things you can do. Above all, it is inevitable that the love you have for the Blessed Mother will come across in your message.
This series is not just to be about how to give and what topics to talk about in group meetings. Rather, it's an overview of our Schoenstatt principles of education applied specifically to the work with girls and young women. Why do we stress certain aspects and are somewhat broader with other topics? How do we secure the essential elements of our Catholic faith? Also, the way it applies in our Schoenstatt spirituality, and then in our simple moral education as human beings. How do we approach certain topics? And what is the message that we want to convey through activities, talks, games? These are questions that many ask themselves, that we ourselves ask ourselves, and that we also want to go into looking a little bit more deeply through the course of these videos.
First, we will take a look at ourselves. Who are we and what is our role and mission in relationship to the Schoenstatt girls and young women? Next, we will take a look at our educational principles and how they are applied. Finally, we will discuss some important elements that help us to foster a genuine, uplifting Schoenstatt environment and atmosphere in our groups, events, and activities.
Each of our video or podcast episodes has a corresponding questionnaire or form to be filled out upon completion of the video. In addition to your own notes that I invite you to take wherever is most conducive for you, filling out these forms also confirms your participation in these training and provides a place for any insights and questions you may have. Also, you will get this form emailed to you, so you also have the record of what you thought of in that moment and a good place to go back and refresh without necessarily having to listen to the whole episode. So thank you again for your yes to this mission, for and in the spirit of our Blessed Mother, who said, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word."